Right now it's very much food-based, but with permaculture is a comprehensive ecological design system. It's comprehensive, so it includes energy production, it includes architecture, it includes transportation, and it includes tying all that stuff together, which is done to some degree here right now. The idea is to really make it hum with integration.
It's really changed throughout the 3 years that I was working. When I first started, I had experience, but I hadn't really ever done much self-directed work, and so I was kind of like really apprenticing close under my boss at the time. So I would mostly help with like harvesting and washing and getting ready for farmers market, and then like side projects a little bit here and there. And then I kind of like beefed up my hours with each given semester a little bit, and then also needed a lot more responsibility. It kind of just depended on what's needed and what the season is, but now I'm mostly focused on day-to-day watering, weeding, planting, harvesting. So it's very rhythmical and very, I don't know, just like nice. Good to just like be in a bed and see it kind of go through its entire cycle.
Everything that you have on the farm, you think about not just one element, but stacked elements. I'm a certified permaculture designer, and it's a growing global movement, and the cool thing about it is that it's very hopeful. It's very much about creating truly sustainable systems, human systems.
I just had a very kind of romanticized idea of what like working on a farm would be, where I started doing it, and I think a lot of people have that. You know, we talk about like local foods. It's like so amazing. This is how everything should be run always. You know, come out and work for a day. It was kind of a good reality check to have, that like if this is something politically that people want to advocate for, like there also has to be a physical and kind of emotional commitment to the work that you're doing. It taught me a lot about just what it means to kind of move forward and do any sort of advocacy, activism, community organizing work, whatever I choose to do. It might not necessarily be through farm work, but I have, I think, a better understanding of maybe how to work with people.
There's different capacities in which the students get involved, and the first and the easiest is just as a volunteer. So I have students, not just Oberlin college students, but I have high school students and others, and they come out on a volunteer basis. Some of them have a reason. They have some kind of academic requirement that they need to fulfill, and this is one of the ways that they can do it. But sometimes they just want to work on a farm and get that kind of experience. So we get high school students, college students from Oberlin, but from elsewhere, and we get them involved that way.
It's cool to talk about it in a classroom, but then you can forget that the people actually doing the work need a lot of help. And so that's something that feels really great politically for me as well. And I don't know, we still could use a lot more help, but hopefully more students will get the itch and come out. The work isn't that hard. You get the rhythm and you get the feel for it, and then you can do it. It's pretty easy to pick up. But the cooler thing is the conversations that you have with people while you're working, and just weeding a bed, or just the time that you have to yourself to just kind of reflect on the day on a crazy college work week.
It's an educational farm, and so we want to get as many students in here as possible.